1% of dudes rapping, they ain't nice as me. 98% ain't live the same type of life as me. The judge gave me life and then they sent me where the life is be. That level 4 with depth and vice, the type of stuff they like to see. Two choices, fight or flee. I refuse to die a chump. I never been a mark, but damn, it's scary when that riot jump. I seen dudes cry, get pumped, and some sexually brutalized. Knew a dude who lost his life and he was only doing 5 year-long racial fights when homie all you do is ride. Lonely days and nights up in a hole causing suicide. From the moment you arrive, you see the Mexican mafia, AB skinheads with big giant swastikas, pro-black philosophers, the BGF, the Kumi, and Muslims who will murk you from the nation to the Sunni. That MS was loony, quick to ride up on they rival. Even Christians went to church, hide knives up in a Bible. Political and tribal, the Crips and Damus, the Long Beach, the Hubs and the Dubs and the Grooves, the IE, the Bakersfield, the Dago Pyrus, the hustlers quick to roll, the gangsters don't move, whatever click you choose.
So in this video right here, you have Poetic Flacco breaking down some of the evidence that the feds have against Bricc Baby. So I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on why I believe that he will not get bail today. Now, you might have some dudes out there that's saying, oh man, Chill is hating on Bricc Baby or whatever, because some certain individuals are stuck in a street ideology and a street mentality. But the truth of the matter is, when you go to court, the feds don't operate out of that street ideology or that street mentality. And so any individual that confines himself and limits himself to a street way of thinking, when you go up there and you get in that court, you're ducking reality, because that's not the reality that the courts and the feds play with, right? So when you go to court, you have to think in terms of what is and what isn't the law. It's not what is and what isn't street code. And so don't get it misconstrued. I definitely want Bricc Baby to get bail. But as we get into this video, I'll tell you why I do not believe that's going to happen. So basically, Bricc Baby and his lawyer have presented what's known as a bond package. He gives that to the judge, and of course, the district attorney has a chance to respond. And in that bond package, it lists the reasons why they feel that Bricc Baby is a good candidate and he should be eligible to get a bail. And so, of course, the district attorney has a chance to respond, give his side, and argue against why he believes Bricc Baby shouldn't be given a bail.
But the state is against Bricc Baby getting bond, and they've released their official response to Bricc Baby's bond package. Now, in this document that they released, it is explosive. The state apparently makes it clear, bruh, that they're not done investigating Bricc Baby. The only reason Bricc Baby is currently in custody is because they feel like Bricc Baby is a flight risk. So they want him in jail as they investigate more crimes. These accusations are horrible. The feds will start off by saying they don't believe that Bricc Baby deserves bond because Bricc Baby is committed to a life of crime. And they will say, even during this entire investigation over the last 2 years, Bricc Baby has shown an inability to live a life without crime even after his initial arrest. So
I think it's very important to mention that, like he just said, the feds have been watching Bricc Baby for 2 entire years.
Get this, the initial incident that caused the feds to raid Bricc Baby's house in 2023, where they located an AK-47 and ammunition, apparently the initial incident that put Bricc Baby on their radar was when they got Bricc Baby on camera in July of 2022, letting off 3 shots in a public business parking lot. But get this, he's letting off 3 shots to ward off people who was trying to rob him. I get a felon being in possession of a firearm is bad and everything, man. But if this man warded off armed robbers, people coming to rob him with guns, he can't use a gun to protect himself.
Now, see, that right there is my problem with having squares and civilians comment on street type of issues, criminal proceedings and things like that, things that they have never been involved in. Unfortunately, when we catch felons in the eyes of the law, we lose our right to have weapons, right? So the feds don't care if you warding off people that's trying to rob you or whatever, because in their eyes, we as felons, we should not be in possession of the weapons to begin with. And the reason the feds don't want ex-felons with guns is because they believe we have a criminal mindset. Now, in this particular situation, he shot a few times to stop some dudes who was trying to rob him, but the feds and the law just feel that ex-felons having a gun, they're going to do something criminal. You know, they're going to go out there and commit another crime. They have a gun for criminal intentions.
The feds is using 3 bases to deny Bricc Baby bond. 1, criminal history. to his conduct at No Jumper and what was captured on camera and what was captured in the wiretaps where Bricc Baby is admitting to certain things that took place inside of his home. Now, for No Jumper, the feds will say that after law enforcement seized weapons and arrested Bricc Baby, he continued undeterred. In March of 2024, Bricc Baby erupted at his place of employment, threatening individuals in the room and online with death, fighting security, and later admitting to possessing a firearm during the incident. The moment that they're referring to is Bricc Baby's infamous Put Kill Squad in the Street video on his podcast.
If you nigga underlying conditions, nigga the hood, nigga on West Side Road to say that, nigga on the dead homies, cause y'all know what it is, nigga. And a nigga like boy, bitch, only reason I ain't come outside kill one of you niggas, cause I was in front of these white niggas. Dead homies, nigga. You know, homies would have crashed, nigga. On 6-0, nigga, don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. Shout out Devil Donut, nigga, my real 40s, cuz. These niggas 68ers though, nigga. On 6-0.
Now, come on, man. Can y'all imagine the feds playing this video to the jury? Now, we talking about a jury of individuals who are law-abiding citizens, right? Let's just say 90% of what this dude is talking about is he just woofing. He just angry, he venting, he talking. But now in the minds of the jury, people who are not in the streets, people who are against crime, people who have never committed crimes themselves, this is extremely damaging, right? Because along with this video, the feds are also going to talk about his criminal history, whatever he's done in the streets. And so they're going to make it look horrible. The feds are in the business of making people look horrible. Let me just show you guys how dirty the district attorney gets, right? In this video, he's using a lot of street slang. Any part of that they feel the jury may not be able to comprehend, they're going to break it down. Even if they have to go out there, get one of their federal informants or whatever, bring him in and break down the terminology of what is being said. I mean, I had something similar happen to me in trial where they went to my house, they raided, they got a lot of my raps, and they was asking one of their witnesses against me, hey, what does this word mean? What does that word mean? And of course they break it down, and it's an ugly, ugly look for Bricc Baby, man. Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy by talking too much. This dude had to know, even if you didn't know that the feds was watching you, you have to know that everything you're being said on this podcast is being viewed by many people. And it's game goofy at its finest, man. There ain't no other way around it.
Nigga, keep on running content on my name, nigga. I'm putting Kill Squad in the street. On 6-0. Y'all forgot I had chili, nigga. Nigga. On 6-0, nigga. Go look up, nigga. What shitty worth, bitch. Dead, huh?
So you may have some dudes out there that's in the street, right? And they saying, oh man, Shield is hating on Bricc Baby or something like that. And that's not the case, right? When you have dudes who are in the streets, they have street ideologies and street mentalities. But the truth of the matter is, when you go to court, that's not how it works. If you confine yourself to that type of thinking, you are basically ducking reality. This dude is going to be fighting for his freedom in front of a system that don't give one about no street ideology, no street belief system, and no street mentality. So if you confine yourself to that way of thinking, in essence, what you're really doing, you're ducking the reality of the situation.
Bro, I'm the boogeyman. You nigga, you bitch in the hood that keep talking. Y'all know why y'all talking, cuz the boogeyman spoke, nigga. And y'all scared, nigga. You niggas do shit on camera. But it's over with. I ain't finna keep going up, nigga. But the energy is what it is, cuz. And on the dead homies, send the link to cuz. On the dead homies, be outside, nigga. Play that shit, hey, nigga. On SC, nigga. On hood, they gonna be calling your ass little Draco, nigga. Dead homies, and it is what it is. You niggas cops, nigga. Dead homies, nigga. And
the feds have already said at the start of this investigation that they have individuals who watch and scour these YouTube videos, right? They got a lot of information, and anything they don't understand, you best believe they got tons of informants that's going to be willing to break it down, man. So once again, this shit is ugly. It's ugly. And sometimes you can be your own worst enemy by talking too much and just really being game goofy.
nigga posted the other shit about me and a blick, nigga cop ass whack, bitch, right? Nigga on the hood calling me Mr. AK-47. Bitch got open cases, nigga. Stop playing with me, cuz. On the dead homies, I ain't going. I ain't leaving my kids for nothing, nigga.
Yo, this is all ammunition for the feds. And the feds were just watching, sitting back. Because they arrested Bricc Baby in June of 2023. But they declined to really press charges because they were just waiting. And they gathered for 2 years. Watched Bricc Baby on these podcasts every episode, just waiting for him to say or do something that they can capture. This is insane. Now, the feds will also point out the fact that Bricc Baby had a gun on him the day before he got arrested. So during the podcast with him and Loose Cannon, the feds will post a clip of Bricc Baby having a gun on him during the podcast a day before his arrest.
They definitely dictated the stream.
The gummies did their thingy thing. That's a fact.
Yeah.
We had some good fun, good clean fun.
Are y'all noticing the patterns, like the bricks and all this shit look a little different and all that?
You really feel like that?
Yeah.
You said Compa was the one that
Bricc Baby purposely doing this. It felt like he wanted Loose Cannon to see it.
Now, once again, that's crazy. You know, this is information and evidence that the feds already have. Now, I'm willing to bet 1,000% that Bricc Baby's lawyer, as they should, will come to trial. They'll argue that that was a prop, that was a prop gun. It's all content being ran, something along those lines. But once again, let's go back to the jury that's going to be in front of this case, hearing this case. Do you guys think that they're really going to believe that stuff? The DA, the district attorney, is in the business of making any criminal that comes before him look like a monster. The DA is not above 1 second lying, embellishing, exaggerating, stretching the truth, and once again, like I said, flat out lying. Man, the DA does what the DA does to get a conviction. And so all this stuff is just horrible, horrible in terms of trying to gain your freedom and prove your innocence. And like I said earlier, the district attorney is in the business, and he thrives in the business of making people look bad, especially people who have prior criminal history. So, of course, the district attorney is going to argue somewhere along the lines of, this dude has been caught with a weapon. He has caught criminal cases, and he is still continuing to carry firearms. And for that reason, we believe that he is a threat to the public safety. You know, we got to keep in mind that the court system, the judge, the district attorney, they view themselves as the gatekeepers of safety for the entire public community. And so with that in mind, do you guys really believe that they're going to even give Bricc Baby the chance to get loose again and commit another crime? That's going to be the argument of the district attorney, man. I can guarantee you.
Now, the feds will also provide wiretaps. Now, in these wiretaps, bro, they painted Bricc Baby like a monster. This was all captured on wiretaps, according to the feds. They will say June 20, 2023, a second person accused Bricc Baby of pointing a gun at them. That person was his baby mama, KC. Now, KC would say, you know, you pulled a gun out on me with your daughter. You pulled a gun out on me in front of your daughter. You pointed a gun at me with your B.I. Bricc Baby will respond back, according to the feds, I don't give a F, ninja. I don't give a F, B, ever since I've been with you. The following day, it was also caught on wiretap, Bricc Baby and Casey having an argument about picking up his daughter. Now, the wiretaps will say that Bricc Baby will tell Casey, take the effing baby outside, you stupid B. You sit in the house all day, you dumb hoe. Casey will respond back, you effed up my leg, and that he was the one who hit on people. And she will say she could not walk or drive because Bricc Baby effed up her leg. Bricc will respond back, according to the feds, man, on 6-0, shut the F up, B. I just told you, ninja, you keep playing with a ninja. You just want to see a ninja. On February 20th, 2023, Bricc Baby was stated on wiretap that he did not respect the elders in the gang and he will pop anyone on 6-0. On March 6th of 2023.
And once again, just stuff like that, you know, in terms of trying to secure his freedom on bail, the district attorney is going to have a field day with that. You know, it says right there, let me see what it says. It says that he will pop anybody on 6-0. So the district attorney is going to argue once again that this dude is just a monster. He's a menace with a pistol, and he's liable to shoot anybody on any given day. He's going to argue that regardless of him being caught with guns, he continues to carry guns.
Bricc Baby was caught on wiretap talking to his mom, who is bonding him out, and and found the mother of his child outside. So he was on the phone pulling up to the house, and when he got to the house, the mother of his child was outside. Now, he told his mom that the mother of his child was in gangland and wanted to expire early. So, they say Bricc Baby is talking in code because at this time he kind of understands that he's being recorded, or his phone is wiretapped. Now, defendant asked the mother of his child, so Bricc asked the mother of his child if she wanted to die in front of her son on 6-0. As defendant mother, so Brick's mom is screaming at him to stop because he may be being recorded. On March 6th, the same day, defendant told KC that the police were acting stupid, that he was tired of doing what they told him to, and that he was ready to shoot the mother of his child. Later that day, Bricc Baby told another unidentified male that he could kill the mother of his child on 6-0.
Come on, man. This is ridiculous, right? So you heard earlier when Flacco was reading, his mother even told him, hey, man, basically kick back, chill out. What you're saying possibly could be recorded. And it turns out that she was 100% right. And so, just as gang members, man, we have to have a higher understanding of what to do and what not to do, man. These phones, you are not supposed to say anything on the phone that you would not tell the judge, because you never know when you could be recorded.
But what we didn't know is the feds are currently investigating Bricc Baby for fraud charges. So they have a pending investigation and pending charges that's probably going to come in a superseding indictment. An investigation for fraud charges is Bricc Baby's worst nightmare. On top of these gun charges, they can tack on wire fraud, bank fraud, and other charges. It's bad for Bricc Baby. This is horrible. Now, the feds will list a couple of things in this indictment that shocked me, because I didn't know Bricc Baby was living like this. This is some movie stuff. This is shocking. The feds will claim that Bricc Baby crimes do not pertain only to violence and weapon possession. Defendant Bricc Baby is currently under investigation for fraudulently applying for FEMA benefits by claiming to be a renter of a property in Pasadena destroyed in the Eaton fire in January of 2020. Moreover, in his digital devices seized during his previous arrest, when they seized his phones, his laptops, his et cetera, Bricc Baby was in possession of multiple social security numbers, addresses, and other personal identifying information that he bought on WhatsApp. Bricc Baby even had a photograph of a driver's license with his photograph, but a different name, address, and state. I'm terrified for Bricc Baby. The feds has been methodical with this, even down from arresting him after the raid in 2020.
And so once again, the DA is going to say something along the lines that all those things just point to his sophistication in terms of criminality. And so it's just for those things and many, many more why I believe that he will not be granted bond today. I'm standing on that. That's what I believe. And once again, I hope that's not the case. I hope that they do give him a bond at his bond hearing today. But I definitely 100% don't believe they will. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I've been wrong before, and I'll be wrong again, though I do not believe I'm wrong on this issue right here. And on top of that, I believe that the district attorney in that bail hearing is going to point out that these dudes are still not taking this situation seriously. They're still calling from inside the federal detention center making content. Now, if you already got your mind made up that you're going to plead guilty to all these charges and take the best deal that you can get, then okay, go ahead, keep making content, keep trying to get the bag. But if you're trying to get free and win your eventual freedom in the long run, man, it's definitely best, in my opinion, to stop making those phone calls, stop trying to do content from the federal detention center. Anyway, y'all already know what it is. It's your boy 16 to life. Resume normal program.